Wow, here it is. What a beauty. The Chinese high-speed train, one of the wonders of the Chinese economic miracle.
After this,
Hello, a beer please.
beer?
How much does it cost?
3 yuan, 3 yuan.
What are you doing with the camera? Are you going to record for some media outlet?
Is this the Fuxing How?
Ah, Foxing How? Okay, alright, and this one?
That the Hexy How?
Thank you, mission accomplished? Of course. Friends, welcome to Harbin West Station. I have a nearly 6-hour trip to Beijing, and the best part is that I'm traveling in business class. I arrived 2 hours early, since my business class ticket includes business lounge access. To unwind and do as you wish. Ni hao, business class, business, CXC. And there you have it, high-speed train, the waiting room. There are a couple of stations here in Harbin. I arrived this morning from Hexi at the central station, and this is the west one, like I said. They look pretty similar. All the stations here are large, modern, and spotless. Look at this sausage selection, ni hao. I can't stop at places like this or I'll eat everything. This is the usual shop to buy things before your trip. But I don't need that today because, from what I've read, I think there's a banquet in the waiting room. There's the little screen that recognizes you. I don't know if it'll recognize my passport. I think this is for Chinese identification cards. But just so you get an idea of how people get in. You put your identification card in and that's it. You can enter the station. It automatically checks if you have your ticket. Look, here's the police at this little booth. Let's see if she can open passport for me, okay? Look at all the security here, huh? You go through the metal detector, they have you step up there on that bench, then they use another metal detector on you, and they also check your bags. Here it is at last. It's well hidden, not easy to spot. Look, it's in the corner here, just so you know in case you ever come. Let's see what the business class lunch looks like. This drink?
Wait a minute.
Okay, sure.
After the alarm, staff will escort you to your door.
After the alarm goes off, the staff will escort you to your door. Well, I'm already inside the business lounge. This hall, this lounge here, has various sofas and armchairs. There are bars. We'll check them out soon. Over there are more sofas and armchairs. And this area, in fact, is darker because I think they have it like this, especially for people who want to take a nap. They even have a meeting table, very businesslike. They keep announcing departing trains over the loudspeakers in addition to the device they gave me. And well, I think you can take a look at the bathrooms here. Here you have the sink to wash your hands. They don't look like the ones in a hotel or a fancy restaurant. And here you have the men's restroom. It looks very clean. Let's see if there's no one inside. Yes, much cleaner than what I found before. These last 2 days in China, this one's spotless. And look at this corner here with a bookshelf, decorated like a library. There are even books by Dior and Gaudi. Yes, that's right, representing. Well, there are more books. They're made of cardboard. It's just cardboard decoration. Well, and then do you have compartments like this here? Armchairs, take a look. Do you see the armchairs with chargers so you can lie down? Luxury trash cans with small stones. Here's a work table that also charges laptops. I think it's for connecting to the internet if you need one and don't have a computer. That's it, not much else to it. One thing I might have had too high expectations for is the food. I don't know why I was expecting there to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but what they have are snacks, like little chocolates. Look, Swiss roll, I'm going to grab one of these things that I don't know what they are. Maybe they're like candy, this more of the same, another strawberry Swiss roll, Coca-Cola coffee machine. Here's the water, and here you can make tea with different kinds. So that's it, with lemon. I don't know what that is, but with spices, let's say, to add to the tea. Here's the thermos with hot water and to make your coffee. Here you have mini fridges. Here are the clean glasses. Is it true that I hadn't shown you? You also have more dishes. Here are clean glasses and here are plates. Let's see, I came here without having any idea. I'm not sure if they usually serve other food or just snacks today. It's odd, since there's even an oven and microwave here. And more fridges over here. Let's see here. Full of bottles of water, Coca-Cola, and that water with aloe vera flavor, or whatever it is, maybe mint. One thing I want to take points off for in this business lounge is look at how much mess there is from other people. They've been here for a while, huh? Are there orange peels in a bag? Those people left 15 minutes ago? I sat here because the lounge was full before, but now I'm going to move because look here too. Loquat pit's full. On the other table too. That's a minus point here in the business lounge. This should be spotless. I don't know if the flight attendants or the staff here just didn't bother to pick it up, or it's the mess left by the travelers who come through here, or maybe a mix of both. In case you've ever wondered what are Chinese snacks like? Peanuts. Let's see. I hope they're not salty because I got them to go with my coffee. Peanuts with honey or sugar, sugary syrup, but not too sweet. Huh? Do I like it? It's not too sweet. Now this other thing, let's see. What is it? This? It reminds me of a Russian pastilla. In Russia, this is called pastilla, which is basically dried fruit. Like this in a bar shape with a paste that could be made from dates, plums, or whatever. Let's see. I don't know what it's made of, but I'd say it's plum. And finally, this Swiss roll, the orange one and the strawberry one. If you like industrial pastries, you'll enjoy this. I'll stick with the peanut one, the other, and the pastella. Here it is. I laid down briefly, but didn't really have any time. The train leaves in 30 minutes, and they're already telling me to go. Are you coming with me? Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, that's it. A flight attendant is accompanying me personally. Each passenger has their own personal flight attendant. There you have the one who was in front of me. Uh-huh.
Come this way.
Thank you. Wow, here it is. What a beauty. The Chinese high-speed train, the marvel, one of the wonders of the Chinese economic miracle. Oh my, if I'm not mistaken, Chinese high-speed rail began construction in 2003, so just over 20 years ago. They're already number one in kilometers. Thank you. Wow, to the right. Okay. Seat 1A. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Alright, I get a whole compartment to myself. And here's the driver. This is also high speed, right?
Yes, but it's different. This is the Fuxingao.
Ah, Fuxingao. Okay, another train. And this one?
Hexihao.
Fuxingao. Okay, thank you. Well, as you know, we're taking the Fuxingao model. There's another one, the white one, which is the one I had seen, by the way, the one I was used to. I haven't seen this gray one with red stripes before. It's my first time. I don't know if you can see it, but there are 8 cars up to there. The other one, the white one, has 8 cars plus another 8 makes 16. One double. The development of China's high-speed rail network represents an engineering and planning feat on a scale never seen before. In the early 2000s, China had almost no experimental lines. Today, the network spans over 45,000 kilometers, ranking first globally, with Spain a distant second at over 4,000 kilometers. This expansion is a key pillar of the so-called Chinese economic miracle, a period of growth. 10% average annual economic growth for 30 years. Massive industrialization made the country the world's factory, fueling soaring exports, rapid urbanization for hundreds of millions, and a booming digital economy with its own tech giants. And investment in infrastructure, from ports, airports, and a world-class railway network, which transformed the country's economy and society. The trains I'll travel on today. The Fuxingao, meaning rejuvenation, is China's newest generation of fully domestically developed high-speed trains. These models, the CR400AF and CR400BF, operate at 350 km per hour, making them the world's fastest conventional trains in regular service. This first-class trip cost about €200, second class was 120, and third class about €70. Along with the Hexihao, visible on the other platform, which means harmony. They form a railway network known for efficiency, punctuality, and transporting over 3 billion passengers each year. And it's still growing. In addition, another model, the CR450, is currently in the testing phase. A new generation of high-speed trains capable of reaching 400 kilometers per hour in transit, and they are expected to enter service in the second half of this year. As you can see, we were the first to board. This is second class, which has 3 seats and 2. Now they will board. Here you have the hot water, which is a must-have, a bathroom. A luxury one, that's nice. Oh, well, here we are with a true king, like the Chinese emperor from the Ming dynasty. They greet you with schweppes and something else I can't identify. Hello, thank you. A little blanket. And this is what the whole cabin looks like from the inside, sitting here to recline the seat. I don't know what this is. To rest your arm, a sleep mask, wet wipes, earplugs. This is if you don't want to be disturbed. European and Chinese charger, which is important. And USB, I don't have an adapter, and that's a lifesaver for me. And down here some slippers, house slippers. Look, the table comes out from here. Or if you want to work or whatever, this is to leave your backpack here and tie it up. And finally, a television and some tissues here. I don't know if it's the driver, but wow, he's really raising his voice. Is he scolding him? There's the cabin. Another important detail, wireless phone charging, and even a mirror. Someone once told me, haven't you tried luxury? If you haven't tried Asian luxury, now I can say that at least I've tried luxury. On Chinese high-speed trains, these house slippers are higher quality than my ones at home, with hard soles too. And in this little mystery box, you have another selection of snacks. Here you have peanuts, I think this is meat, and the rest is right here. I don't know if this is nougat, it sure looks like it. More sweets and cookies. Later there will be a menu. From what I know, they serve authentic food, unlike what I expected from the business lunch, which wasn't available. We've been traveling for 20 minutes. The flight attendant asked for my meal order, and when I wanted it, I said, in a couple of hours. And they also offer you a drink, in this case a green tea. I've ordered it. Now I'm going to have this and get some sleep. See you in a while. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's already nighttime, and they've just brought the dinner I ordered for you. Let's see what's here. Rice, beans with meat, carrots with shrimp. I think this is spicy, most likely. And here are some mushrooms, some wild mushrooms, and then also one of those instant vegetable and egg soups. Cheers to your health. I think these are seaweed. This is good for your stomach. I would say this is pork. Pork with some vegetables and beans. And now a little bit of sticky rice. That's why it's easy to eat rice with chopsticks here in China. Let's try the carrot with shrimp now. Interesting, sweet, quite sweet. And this, I'm not sure if it's carrot or pumpkin. And finally, the mushrooms, these ones, they're not so bad. The pork is probably the most seasoned. The pumpkin with shrimp tastes sweeter, while this one is neutral and sweet. Not very seasoned, I'd say. And this is the spicy center, but very good. I'm not very picky about food, you know that. For something pre-made, it's pretty tasty. Okay, one thing compared to Spain about the beans, we eat them much softer. Here, when you chew them, they're really crunchy. You can tell when you chew them. I'm going to try something. I'm going to call to see if they can bring me a beer. By the way, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but there's a button here to call the flight attendant. Hello, beer?
Beer, we have.
Thank you.
One?
One. Well, yes, it's possible.
It's 20 yuan.
Okay, you can order it, but you have to pay for it. 20 yuan. That's about 2.5 euros. I had never tried this Chinese beer before, so cheers to you all. This one is stronger than the other one I tried. I want to see what its alcohol content is. 4.7. I'm going to show you. The bathroom. This is the bathroom. The decoration is very luxurious, isn't it? With marble style, wood, your Western toilet, some wipes to cover the toilet, little soap and a French essence scent. Even the faucet has style. And one important thing that the other trains didn't have, toilet paper. I've returned to my compartment. Hey, I have to say that you sleep great here. Look, when you set it up completely and bring this closer, you have an amazing bed right there. By the way, haven't I shown you this? The television? Well, I was just looking at the train cars. I'm here in 1A in the very first one. This is the economy class, and then in the last car, you have second class and another 6 first class seats. You have the information about the speed we're going at 295, the interior and exterior temperature. Here are movies, but I don't know how to turn it on. I guess you need to connect something. These are the seat instructions. And here you have some promotional videos about this train, about this model, which must be new. Well, the animations are amazing. A dragon and a phoenix are over there. Another important point is the dining car, which I hadn't mentioned. Here you have it. A typical dining car with many ovens, but it's very similar to the one on the Talgo. It's a half car. Goodbye. Well, that's it. After 6 hours, practically 5.5 hours, almost 1,500 kilometers, which is crazy. It's like we crossed Spain directly, from end to end. I can already say that I'm in Beijing. Here's the beauty I've traveled in. The bullet train, Chinese high-speed rail. There's the economy class I mentioned earlier. Quite an experience. Honestly, the train runs smoothly. Well said, especially here in China. It barely vibrates, hardly shakes, almost nothing at all, and it's super comfortable. Even more so if you're in business class, of course. Good morning from Beijing, taking a walk in the morning, and I have a very special guest of honor, Chan. Here he is, Miguel.
Hello from Caminante Rojo channel.
From the Paraísos channel, many in Asia have asked, when is there going to be a collaboration? Well, here it is, the legend of Asia.
Here are two legends, one napping on a motorcycle and another who wants to.
Hello.
Let's get to know a little bit about the area we're in here, in Beijing, which I don't know exactly which one it is.
We're in the more or less central area of Beijing.
Not in the forbidden city itself, which is central, but in the area around it. And I like Beijing because of these two guys we've seen. In Shanghai, there aren't guys just lying there taking a nap like that.
Really? They don't let them?
It's not that they're not allowed. Shanghai is focused on money and work, while people here are more relaxed. It's always that way in Beijing.
So let's get to know a little more, as much as we have time for, about this capital, Beijing, with Miguel guiding us.
It has codes so people can donate to him via WeChat or Alipay.
Miguel, I have a question. What is this? I see it often. The lion resembles a dragon. Why is this in all banks and companies? What is it?
These lions were seen a lot in the Forbidden City. There are no lions in China.
So they must have heard about them from travelers who had been to Africa, right? It's an animal symbolizing power, though they've likely never seen a lion. The Chinese often joke about this, right?
To tell male from female, they point out, see, this one is playing soccer when one has a ball.
So, feminism hasn't really taken off here in China, has it?
Here they have the little lion. This is the female, right?
But does it mean power for both equally? Well,
If you have a male, you need a female too.
the Fu lions, as these lions are known, although sometimes they are mistakenly called the Fu dogs. They first appeared in Chinese culture during the Han Dynasty, a little over 2,000 years ago. Mainly influenced by Buddhist culture and by trade along the well-known spice route or Silk Road. As Miguel mentioned, lions aren't native to China. However, their role as guardians was solidified during the Ming Dynasty, which ruled from the 14th to 17th century and built the Forbidden City as the imperial residence. Here they began installing more elaborate Fu lions with many details and exquisite finishes, like the bronze ones at the Gate of Harmony, showing the building's importance and status. Always placed in pairs at entrances, popular Buddhist belief says they attract good luck, offer protection, and ward off evil spirits. The sphere in the male's claws is often seen as a symbol of imperial unity or world control, while the female's cub symbolizes protection, nurturing, and family prosperity. Together they represent balance and complete protection. Today, the tradition remains alive and, as you see, has spread. They're often seen at bank, hotel, restaurant, government building, and private residence entrances. A cultural link between imperial and modern China.
Are you guys recording the video?
Hi, Dilao.
How many? You guys?
2.
Too good. Is everyone in agreement?
No.
No. Are you recording the video for some media outlet?
It's not for any media outlet.
Are you recording the...
We just want to record for a while.
Are you recording?
Video or what?
We have him arguing. I don't know if he's going to let us record or not. No.
This is fine, it's fine.
Say.
That we're recording a bit of...
Okay,
Sure.
Thank you.
Up the stairs.
hello.
2 people?
If you've been wondering where we are, we're here to try Sichuan cuisine with Miguel, who will now explain it to us. But look at this, it's crazy. Wow, fish. I don't know if they were real. Yeah, they look like they are, really, yeah. Hello? We're already seated. Like I said before, we've come to a typical restaurant, right? A franchise here in China where a lot of Chinese people come, and it's Sichuan food. And look at all the selection they have. Here they give you the broth, which will come soon. I'll show you. But I turned on the camera so you can see all the types of meat. Wow, they already brought it right after we ordered.
Spicy and not spicy.
Look, they have frog. Do these brown ones have squid tentacles?
Yes.
This is also shrimp. I don't recommend the frog here, honestly.
Alright, well then nothing.
I'd order the inner Mongol meat and put some good
vegetables. As you've seen, with a tablet, you can order quickly here, right?
Good thing, because normally what you have to do is scan that.
Box and...
You can only do it there. With WeChat, if you don't have WeChat, you're out of luck.
That's likely because this restaurant is quite popular, especially with foreigners.
But 90% of restaurants in Shanghai and Beijing require QR code ordering.
Well, just imagine if you come here, you already know you have to install all those apps that I haven't done and couldn't do. Because your WeChat has to be confirmed by I don't know how many people.
Yeah, it causes issues. You need a friend to vouch for you, etc.
It's not as simple as downloading the app and connecting your account.
No, WhatsApp is not WhatsApp.
No WhatsApp, no.
The Chinese aren't known for making things easy, and that should be noted.
Let's see, they've given us this. What is it?
The...
Melon? Like Galia as we call it in Spain? Now let's see how I do with the chopsticks. This one is spicy. You can see the chili there. And the other one is vegetables, which has white mushrooms here. And this, which is something like fish, right?
Yes, the fish cake, and this one is called mala, which is the most typical in Sichuan. They are 2 words, 2 characters. Ma means chili pepper, la means chili.
So that means...
Chili plus chili pepper.
Oh, look, they're bringing it right now. Super fast service. Yes, here you have what we ordered. This is marinated meat, this is raw meat. They serve you everything so that you can dip it here, boil it for 15 or 20 seconds, and eat it. Here are some common vegetables, including lotus, that's what you said, right? Lotus, spinach.
Lenoki.
Lenoki are tasty little mushrooms.
This is tofu skin.
And a bit of rice.
Beef from Inner Mongolia is a livestock region. They drink dairy, it's quite different.
They eat a lot of meat, don't they? Dairy and meat, it's...
Traditionally Mongolia, right? Of course.
Let's see, Miguel is going to show us how it's done. Come on, for example, put it on.
And spinach, well, for the spicy one, spinach for the herbal one, tofu skin, one for the spicy, and another for the herbal, and so on, right? And then you can take them out with this when they're ready, take them out with this so they don't get soaked.
Yeah, Miguel tells me that this is the key to hot pot. I mean, besides what you've seen there on the table, you have all of this, which are like the toppings, well...
That's what gives the flavor to your liking, especially to the meat and to the vegetables you're going to eat.
So this guy is putting in exactly what he likes. He likes tofu sauce.
This is the hazelnut cream made of peanuts, hazelnuts, and sesame. It's quite popular.
I mostly add garlic to this and coriander, which is
Cilantro.
cilantro, and then I might add about a teaspoon of the rest. This is shrimp paste.
Look at everything they have, huh? Here's something spicy, I'm not sure what it is. It looks like roe and something strange, plus fermented vegetables, sesame, and what seem like grapes or raisins. If you want to celebrate your birthday here, this is how they do it.
Thank you.
Here's what's been cooked in this spicy broth. This is the aromatic selection made by Miguel Los Condimentos pasta.
Hazelnut paste, aromatic clove. There were wars for centuries over aromatic clove, which is the greenish one.
I took that one too, yes.
There are different types of shrimp oil and so on.
Yes, shrimp oil and exotic food. As Miguel says, you have to eat it, you pick it up with your chopsticks, dip it in your sauce, and down it goes, right? In this case, vegetables. Is it spicy? Yes.
Sichuan is a province where people eat very spicy food, if you want to eat like the locals do.
Alright, let's try some meat since I'm not good with chopsticks, man. This is 15-20 seconds, right?
Yeah, half a minute.
Yeah, by the way, check out the apron they've given us. That's because this strips a lot, as you can see, and they even give you...
They cover it so it won't splash on your backpack.
Oh, Miguel, acting as my cameraman, trying Inner Mongolian beef. For you guys, to your health, oh my. It really is spicy, it's all from the broth, which is spicy. I'm going to try the other one now, but here we go. Delicious and tender meat that melts in your mouth. Now I'm going to try the marinated meat that I've already put in the broth. Also really tasty, it melts in your mouth. Ni hao, let's buy him some socks.
How much does it cost?
3 yuan, no? I'll give him 5.
I'll give him 5 yuan. Is this one okay?
Can you ask on my behalf if this is his job, or if he receives any pension or something?
Is this his job? Does he receive any other kind of salary?
None?
They give me 1,000 won every month.
Nothing, right?
1,000 yuan. Has he worked in the fields all his life?
Yes. Yes, not even kidding around.
Yes.
My pension is low at Beijing.
Those who are from Beijing have...
More pension?
I'm from outside Beijing, that's why I receive less.
He's from Beijing municipality, but from a rural area.
Yes, I understand. He has farmed his whole life, now gets a pension and earns a bit extra.
She said she doesn't have a pension because she has some agriculture, some kind of agricultural subsidy.
I'm not sure.
But they are.
900.
And something, thank you.
Goodbye.
He mainly sold socks and insoles for yes.
Stuff like that, right?
And he was saying is that, well, she's from a rural area and doesn't have a pension.
Does she have any kind of agricultural subsidy?
Since she has dedicated herself to agriculture, it's possible that what she calls the agricultural subsidy is actually a pension for former farmers.
But the problem is that it's 900, almost 1,000 yuan per month, which comes to, well, we're talking about 120 euros per month.
It's nothing. No.
It's nothing in today's China. And well, it's unusual to see these kinds of situations in a big city.
If we go to the provinces, yes, there are people who are in a worse situation, but in Shanghai it would be rare. You don't see it much.
And normally the lady would have a son or a daughter who is working and sending her money. We haven't asked because we think it's obvious that she's not receiving money from her son or daughter, maybe because they're sick or disabled.
Or who knows? Maybe the lady never married, which would really surprise me since that's unusual.
In her time in China, everyone married, unlike today when many women are single.
There are still some areas that are a bit impoverished.
She added, somewhat disdainfully, that people from Beijing receive a pension and are cared for.
That happens a lot in China. Just like we have a Spanish passport, they have something like a passport that ties them to a specific place, to Beijing, to Shanghai.
Even if you move to another city, your hukou or municipal passport remains linked to your previous location.
And you can't change it, and it affects you a lot.
You can come here to Beijing to work, have children, but you can't enroll them in school here because you don't have Beijing hukou.
Look, among the glass buildings, the skyscrapers, we find these kinds of corridors. What were they called?
Did you say the old ones?
The old Beijing houses or the old Beijing neighborhoods are called Hutongs.
And there are very few left, really very few. But any Beijinger, or the vast majority of Beijingers,
Between 40 and 50 years old when they were children, lived in places like this.
Like this one here, right? Yes?
It's communal with shared bathrooms.
Look.
It's probably improved compared to how it was in the 90s.
Look at the difference, huh? What you saw before, the shopping mall where we ate, the glass skyscrapers, and here, however, rooftops. I don't know what that is, asbestos cement, or maybe this is just plastic. Well, yeah.
It's just that this isn't a tourist hutong. When it's a tourist hutong, it's quite peaceful. It's like...
Yeah, like a...
Kind of a trip to the past, right?
I've seen that a lot of people here work with cardboard, with recycling cardboard. Yes, there are a lot. I mean, people with low income, I guess. Yes.
If the hutong isn't touristy, you wouldn't want to live there unless it is.
People live here now, yes.
Yes, it has the lock and everything.
The world. Well, take a look at how the houses looked in Beijing 40 years ago, right? 30, 40, 50 years ago, yes?
Already in the 90s, they started demolishing everything. They built new skyscrapers everywhere. And what they did was demolish your house, but as compensation, they gave you a new apartment that, of course, is very far away.
你好.
We're just looking.
This has been renovated inside.
Of course, they're doing renovations here. Look at what Miguel says. This would already be the renovated space.
When there are people living in significant poverty in the villages, they are usually taken out almost by force.
Or they renovate the house?
Yes, they renovate it for you, which is good. Renovate the house for you.
But no.
Some people want to, others don't.
Preserve?
To preserve the place where they've lived for years.
This also happens when roads are built and a house is left behind, but not everyone wants that.
To lose their home, to lose their home.
In the villages, sometimes you often see a sign on houses that look really bad that says to be demolished.
Well, they've already kicked the guy out of there.
You can see that here still. Well, you can see it here, either trash or, well, rubble. Now let's check out the Beijing subway with Miguel Bueno. We'll leave him here. We'll let him rest. He's made an effort and hasn't slept today. I'm here making him work.
This is like a Soviet subway with these little stairs.
Yes, it's true. Look at the columns on the sides.
Is it missing the Soviet decoration?
It's not like the Underground Museum of Moscow or St. Petersburg, but it does keep that arrangement of columns on the sides.
Line 1 and Line 2 are already done. The rest modern, modern, modern.
The Beijing subway is another living example of the exponential growth that China has experienced in recent decades. The first line opened in 1969, designed as a Cold War bomb shelter with distinct Soviet style. After decades of moderate growth, the 2008 Beijing Olympics sparked an ongoing, unprecedented expansion. Currently, the Beijing subway has 27 lines, about 500 stations, and more than 830 kilometers of tracks. Although estimates vary, it is calculated to transport about 3.2 billion passengers annually, making it among the world's busiest. But this doesn't only happen in Beijing. Across China, other major subway systems exist, like Shanghai's, which is over 800 kilometers, and rivals Beijing's in length, and those in Guangzhou and Shenzhen, both exceeding 500 kilometers. In this way, they occupy the top positions in the world, ranking by kilometers of tracks, surpassing historic subway systems like those in New York, London, Moscow, or Madrid.
You can tell it's rush hour, the subway is quite full, but not overcrowded. I mean, there's space. Also, I've noticed that in each car there's a security person who is in charge of monitoring the access of all passengers getting on and off the car. After a half-hour subway ride, I can say I'm now in central Beijing. This is what the heart of China's capital looks like. A huge shopping mall with 5 or 6 floors, offices, stores here that seem to be luxury, and Western chains over there in the background. Can you see Halan over there? Did you have Halan, for example?
It contrasts a lot with the Hutong, which Miguel was telling me about. Over there, for example, you have apartment buildings and quite a lot of people walking around, as you can see, on bicycles, electric scooters, and cars right in the city center.
Tiananmen Square, where I'm heading now, is only a few meters away. You even have here, look, what seems to be an NBA store, I would say, with the Air Jordan logo. The NBA started to become popular after Yao Ming played for the Rockets. That's what Miguel told me. And it's even followed more than the most popular traditional soccer leagues, like the Spanish or the English leagues. It's something that really surprised me, and in my few conversations with Chinese people, I realized it because they didn't bring up soccer right away. In other countries, they do. This street I just entered is a typical commercial area, attracting tourists from around the world, including Chinese visitors. It's full of shops with candies, souvenirs, and all kinds of things. It's a pedestrian street, as you can see, full of people. Look at this beautiful arch and how interesting these statues are. You can see different trades that were probably common here on these streets years ago. Today they've clearly been replaced by multinational companies and luxury brands. Now it's just a memory. Before seeing Tiananmen Square, I'm going to have some duck. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, very good. To your health, Peking duck. It's already getting dark. The duck was great at a little stand, giving out free food. I asked, how much is it? And he says to me, nothing, it's free, it's free. The chef was carving the duck there with his assistant. I tried it was crispy and delicious, ready to go. And then a little roll with vegetables too, like a spring roll. With duck, the best roll I've ever eaten in my life. So to visit Tiananmen Square, it turns out you have to make a reservation 2 days in advance, which I haven't done. We found a solution with some Chinese people, and I'm currently riding a bike they lent me. They're really nice. The only condition they've given me is to return it to the place where I took it from. Of course I will. So I'm going to have to visit Tiananmen Square by bike. According to the security guard in the square, the condition is that I don't stop. So it's going to have to be a quick visit on the move. A real Chinese experience to say goodbye to Beijing, a bike ride was a must. This is the main avenue crossing Tiananmen Square. There it is, just a few meters ahead. 5 lanes each way, a swarm of cyclists, few cars, and the famous white fence dividing every street here. There's always a fence like this. Good thing the Chinese guy helped, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten in since you need one of these bicycles. WeChat, impossible. I took a look at the checkpoint where they turned me back. There you have it. With a passport, facial recognition, and no ticket, you can't get through. They check you here, then check the ticket further ahead. I almost ran into the police there. Is it going to be hard to film Mao Zedong while I'm riding the bike? We're here. The square is opening. There it is. Look, even the army and all these police officers. The ticket checkpoint is back there. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've awaited is here. I'm entering Tiananmen Square, a historic moment on the channel. Thank you. There you have Mao. Take a look. There's the huge portrait of Mao Zedong and the Forbidden City right behind it. Mission accomplished? Of course. Now I can say that I've ridden my bike through Tiananmen Square. With that, I'll end the video here. It's been a quick visit to China. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I'm sure I'll be back. For now, see you next time.
If you ever have the chance to come to Brest or visit Belarus,
Its full name is the Church on the Blood, in the name of all saints who shone forth in the land of Russia. Of course, the Pravda newspaper in his right hand.